Hey guys, just give me a few minutes as usual. Actually, I should probably turn down the audio here. Just so that you can actually hear my actual voice instead of my speakers. Which might be handy. Popping out chat. That way I can see what people are saying. Everything seems to be in order so far. Right, that should be fine. Now I can actually get playing the game. So, yeah, time to hopefully finish Curse of Darkness in this final stream, hopefully. I'm not sure if it will be the final stream, but we'll have to see. But before I do anything, what I want to do is go all the way back to Julia's shop so that I can steal an item. And basically I need to go back to where those flame demons are. I also need to get reacquainted with the controls, which might take a while. And it might be handy if I bring out Boss and Birth first, because I think I'm going to need him for this. Right, because I need time stop for this. Now it is possible to get this without time stop, but it's not easy, let's put it that way. Like, it's a pain in the ass to steal from these guys without it. So I always found it to be easier to use time stop. It can be pretty handy when trying to steal, but it can't help you when you're trying to steal from bosses, let's put it that way. I'm probably going to be a bit rusty today, which isn't good considering the fact that I'm hopefully going to be ending it here. Actually, I don't even know, to be honest, if this will be the last one. I'll have to see. There's a lot that I have to still do. Especially if I want to get Red Stinger into his final form. Right, I should really just focus on getting to the place I need to be. Actually, I think I've gone the wrong way already. I need to go to the temple, that's where I need to go. Yeah, I need to go to the temple, not here. But the problem is that if I go to the temple way, it means I have to go a long way. I'm trying to remember if there's a place nearer the temple. Maybe it would have been easier if I went through the ruins, I don't know. Actually, it might actually be easier to just go through the, not the ruins, the Baljet Mountains. There is something to get over here as well, so I might as well grab it while I'm around. Because now that Dracula's castle's opened up, basically all these secret areas have appeared because all the water in the world's disappeared suddenly, for God knows what reason, but yeah. So I might as well grab it while I'm here, but yeah, that means a lot of running, so I tend to make sure that my or hope that my dodging skills are up to snuff, so I don't have to waste anybody's time as I'm walking to there. Yeah, it's going to be a long hike to get here. That's the only problem. But I know that there's flame demons around here. That's one thing I do know for sure. Plus I like how the enemies here are less annoying. You don't have to deal with those stupid annoying flea guys. Hey Bolsenberg, today you're going to be put to good use, because I'm using you to steal something. But first of all I need to get to the Garibaldi temple so I can actually get to the flame demons that I'm going to be using to, well, I'm going to steal from, so I can get an item from them. And I need time stop to do it, and you're the only one with time stop, so it's, yeah, it's a pain in the ass to steal without it, so it's going to be handy. So you finally get your time to shine. But yeah, first I have to walk all the way to the freaking other tower, like the Tower of Evermore I think it is. Which is going to take ages to get to because there isn't a warp point to get there, unfortunately. Which is a pain in the ass. Like, of all the places to put a warp point in the freaking Garibaldi temple, you put it right at the end. Nah, I thought I could kill him, but nah. Hey, how's it going, Bile? I'm doing a mountain hike here, trying to get to... What I'm going to do first is I'm going to get the secret area done, and then I'm going to... because I might as well, since I'm going past it. But what I'm going to do is steal from one of the flame demons. That way I can get the climb... I've forgotten what they call it exactly, but the spear that you need to get the end. That's what I'm trying to do. The question is, though, will I be able to get the end in this stream? Because that might take time. And yeah, that might suck. But we'll have to see. Hopefully we can. God, there's a lot of enemies around here. But I don't need to fight them, so... yeah, I'm just running past them at this point. It's not like I'm grinding evolution crystals now, really. Here's where the secret is. Like, this area used to be full of water, but not anymore. So you can get in here now. And yeah, there's some items around here. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, have that breakdance attack. Well, hang on, mate. Yeah, it does have quite a bit of exploring, but as I say, it's probably not on the same level as other games in the series. Like, the exploration in this game is mostly just backtracking for the most part. There's no, like, multiple paths. It's more linear than Symphony of the Night. Let's put it this way, you can't go to places like the abandoned mine early on, you know what I mean? You're basically stuck on one path, but you can backtrack to other secret areas and stuff. That's kind of how it goes, really. Now, if I remember where the secret is, I don't think there's anything really important here, but I might as well go and see what's here, I suppose. I mean, there's some good stuff, but there's a chair, that's something, but I don't even know why I'm fighting these enemies. Like, I really don't even need to, but I thought, fuck it, I'll just kill them. Because I think, I'm not sure, actually I don't know, I think Bolsenberg is actually not his final evolution, but I don't know. I can't tell, to be honest. Like, he's got a lot of moves, and he's got some useful moves now, like this move, Argent B, which is pretty cool. Because he can bring shurikens in, which is pretty handy. Oh yeah, you get to play freaking pachinko. Typical Konami. They had to put a pachinko machine in here. It wouldn't be a Konami game without a pachinko machine, would it? Like, that's a premonition for the future of Konami, is that? But yeah, Konami were planning this like from the very beginning. Like they had this scheme going on. Let's manipulate everyone into playing pachinko by putting cameos of pachinko in freaking Castlevania. That'll get people playing all our pachinko games. But yeah, there's this thing as well. Dark Crystal. Whatever. I can steal those. Don't need it. And what's in this door? What's in door number 3? I'll take it. It could be handy, especially in some of the upcoming battles. I mean, how can you be surprised how, like, there's a pachinko machine in Castlevania? Of course there is. It's a Konami game. So of course there's going to be a pachinko machine somewhere. Right, just to make sure that I'm not completely lost, I'm going to check the map. Looks like I found everywhere that's worth finding. There is something up there if I recall. I don't know if it's anything important though, but I'm not going to waste time getting it. Yeah, I just want to get on with what I was doing. Yeah, that's the whole idea. That was their scheme all along. To, like, manipulate people into getting into pachinko. Using Castlevania. So yeah, it's... Let's put it this way. Konami love their pachinko machines. Now I've got to get all the way back to that temple. I mean, this is the fastest way, otherwise I have to go from one end of the temple to the other, just to get it. Like, couldn't they put the warp point in the middle of the temple instead of, like, right at the end? It would have made so much more sense. Apparently you can get somewhere around here. Oh yeah, I saw you were playing Symphony of Night on Twitter. Oh shit. Alright, that's it. Time to teach them a lesson. Yeah, my favourite combination right there. More games need that combination. Like, Blossom Birth is officially the painkiller of Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Because he can shoot shurikens and lightning. Well, he can't shoot shurikens, but he can surround me with shurikens, which kills things. So, yeah. And he can shoot lightning. But the lightning didn't show that time. And I'm wasting hearts, which is not a good thing. Because I need those hearts to use Time Stop. So now, I'm going to have to refill the hearts by going to a save room. Just because I was messing around. Apparently, you can actually encounter a gold bones here. I never encountered one, but like, yeah, that was the whole idea. I thought, what could I possibly name Blossom Birth? Like, I can't name him the fairy because that would be an insult, and I had something else in mind for the others, and I thought, you know, he kind of strikes me as the sort of mage dude. So I thought, yeah, that sounds like the best possible choice, because I don't know, he strikes me as the type of being a black mage. So, I thought, yeah, I'll just make him look like a black mage, fuck it. I mean, he gets to create shurikens and shoot lightning at people, like, what more do you want? Hey, how's it going, Katmere? Or Sky Shadow, whatever you want to call yourself. It's either one or the other. But yeah, I've lost where the door is. I can't find the door to the exit. Hopefully I'm going the right way this time. Right, no, that's not the door. This is the door. I like how it has a little arrow showing you where you need to go next, so you don't accidentally end up running around in circles. But I end up doing that anyways because I have a poor sense of direction. Like, you rarely ever see this bit because you can't actually transport yourself to this path easily. You have to walk here, which is a pain in the ass. But yeah, like, I mean, I like the music that plays in this area as well. So, it's nice to come here, but I have an agenda, and that's to fight some demons. Yeah. Guy Knight. Hang on, I'm actually in the right area? I think I might actually be in the wrong area. I'm thinking of the wrong item. So basically I've just wasted everybody's time. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, I wasted everybody's time because that's not the right tower. I have to go to the other tower. Like, my memory just went to shit for a bit there. Heal up. But yeah, I've mostly kept the same name for most of my shit, so the only other name that I've used is BrainJuice654, which was the original name of this channel. So yeah, and I thought that sounds stupid, so I just changed it to regular name. Terry309, so there we go. This time I'm not going to get the wrong tower. We all have our dumb teenage years. Like, how else do we get into all these edgy games? Granted, I still get into all these edgy games even now. And don't even get me started on the usernames I have when I'm playing Warcraft 3. I have like billions, so much of them that I don't even remember what half of them are. Yeah, I love that breakdance move, especially when you fight against big guys like him. Like, just get right next to him and just fuck him. This weapon is really underrated in my opinion. Like, well, maybe it isn't, I don't know, but I like it. It's like, the knuckles in this game kick serious ass. Well, I have a hard time deciding between the knuckles and the... Hang on, I just want to make sure I'm actually going the right way. Ah, yes, I am going the right way. I just haven't actually found this area yet. Oh, hang on a minute. Devil Shard. Funnily enough, I actually had a username once. And it's a pretty funny one. Basically, it's a reference to I'll Be in the Chief, if you've ever seen that. Halo Machinima. And this dude, right, basically I've got all these guys' gamer tags out on this wall. And there's a dude named MilfHunter69. That was one of my usernames for Warcraft 3 at one point. And I thought, that username is so brilliant, I need to have it for myself, so I did. And I picked the perfect game to have it. A game that doesn't censor anything. So I thought, yeah, I'll just call myself it like MilfHunter69 on that game. And yeah, I don't know what happened to that account. I haven't been on it in ages, but oh well. But yeah, there was some funny shit that I got up to on that game when it came to creating usernames. But I still think MilfHunter69 is the best one I ever picked. Because, well, that's the thing, I kind of cheated because I got it from Abby and the Chief, but, like, I just thought the name was just so amazing that I had to have it. Like, it's like the perfect username to have. But yeah, other than that, I've mostly stuck with my current username. Oh yeah, I forgot, I also have different usernames when I'm playing Mount and Blade Napoleonic Wars. But I think everybody has different names on that game. Right, one of my names on Napoleonic Wars is Social Justice Warrior. And I tried to make this really ugly looking character. That guy. Yeah, I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I'm definitely going the wrong way. It's like, where the fuck am I going? Like, I met someone on Xbox 360 while playing a Halo match, and his name was Max is 6 years old. And I'm like, what? Why the fuck do you have to announce to everybody with your gamer tag that your name is Max and you are 6 years old? Or is that actually your name? Did someone actually name you Max is 6 years old? Like, what the fuck? Why would you call yourself that? It makes no sense. I mean, I've seen crazy names, believe me, like, especially on Warcraft 3, I've seen someone called Big Black Clock on Warcraft 3. Well, I'm, like, haven't guessed what that's supposed to mean. But, yeah. I've also seen someone called... Oh, I've forgotten what it was. Basically, there was this bot on Warcraft 3. It was on the European server, on the European chat server, and it used to like be this bot that had trivia, and they used to call it Twat Trivia. And then there was another guy, and he was called Suck My Twat, and there was another guy called Suck My Wank. Yeah, this is actually true. And yeah, I've seen some pretty dumb names in my time. Let's put it that way. In fact, so dumb that I can't even concentrate on killing these wolves, which I really shouldn't be doing because I should be getting to where I need to be, but I'm just distracted now. Distracted by wolf skeletons. Like, I've seen... oh yeah, that's another name! I've not seen it in game, but I've seen it watching someone, like, I was watching a YouTube video, there was a dude called I Hate Muslims. And there's another dude called I Eat Muslims. On Warcraft 3, like, I'm like, okay. And it just, I'm like, you can get away with anything on that game. Pretty much. It's like, social justice warriors beware, you will get triggered. Like, I think if any social justice warrior went on that game, they'd die of a heart attack from the usernames alone. I think I'm supposed to go this way. Well, let's put it this way. Nothing gets banned on Warcraft 3. Why do you think there's games that involve school shootings in the custom games thing? Right. There's all kinds of absolutely wonderful games on there. Ranging from, like, games that are just hyper elitist, where you have to, like, have played the game since the very beginning to know what the fuck to do, and if you don't know what the fuck to do, then you'll get kicked for being shit, like Dota. And then there's games which involve, like, for example, Trump 2016, which starts off with a rape scene, and basically you hijack a plane to start 9/11. And then after that, there's also another scene. Oh, I didn't know that Balls and Birth was evolving. Perfect timing, because while I'm talking about it, like, then there's the scene where you have to bomb some Middle Eastern country or something, and then eventually there's a bit where you have to run over disabled people in cop cars, and then there's also a bit where you have to blow up Syrian refugees in tanks. So yeah, that sums up what Warcraft 3 is all about, really. Yeah, I think that's a secret down there. I might as well bring BMG out so that he can deal with that. Well, that's what Warcraft 3 Battle.net is, like, if you... Hey, how's it going, KJ Gamer? Talking about shit that goes on Warcraft 3. But yeah, like, if you don't have, like, if people don't get banned for shit and everything goes, like, if it's total anarchy, then people are gonna do that shit, you know what I mean? People are just gonna do fucked up edgy shit, you know what I mean? And that's basically what Warcraft 3 is. It's just full of fucked up edgy shit and elitists. But, like I say, it's a guilty pleasure of mine because there's just nothing quite like it, you know what I mean? It's like, the community's full of fucking retards, but that's part of the charm, you know what I mean? I don't know, I must have gotten brain damage from that game at one point, because I've just got this weird obsession with it. Well, not the game, the Battle.net. But I don't know, it's just, once you go there, you're stuck there. Like, you can't get away from it. And it's just like... I'd be lying if I didn't say that it's, like, the only multiplayer game that I play these days. And I think part of the reason why is because I just don't take it seriously, because how can you take it seriously? It's just stupidly elitist that you really can't take it seriously. Most of the time I just play it to watch people moan about how angry they are because you're not playing the game properly. And shit like that, and it's just like... Yeah. Get a life. It's like... I mean, every online community is the same, really, but... Like, Warcraft 3 is just... It just takes it to extremes to the point that it's just funny. Because of how stupid it is. This would be the perfect time to use Hip Slam or whatever it is. Yeah, like... Blizzard communities are notorious for this shit. Like, World of Warcraft wasn't much better, and apparently Overwatch isn't brilliant either. But Warcraft 3 is definitely the kingpin of having shitty communities. I mean, it spawned Dota, for heaven's sake, which is basically the game responsible for all the frickin' MOBAs, so yeah. So if you think League of Legends has a terrible community, you've never played Warcraft 3, because that has even worse community. But at the same time, oh god, these guys spawn infinitely, don't they? I'm gonna have to move on, aren't I? But yeah, at the same time, like, it's total anarchy. So yeah, people can get away with whatever they want. So let's put it this way. There's no... SJWs wouldn't like it there. It's a SJW free zone for the most part. That's one thing that I can say about Warcraft 3 Valnet. But yeah, it's basically a place filled with people who seem to worship Trump. Because they're the sort of people who would, you know what I mean? Like, they're basically the opposite of social justice warriors. For better or for worse. Pretty much, that's what the community is. But yeah, it's just like... And oh, and yeah, there's plenty of freaking foreigners who play it as well. Like, full of foreigners. It's amazing because I could just talk about Battle.net all day, but at the end of the day... Like... It's like, that's the thing about Warcraft 3, like, you come for the story and the amazing campaign, and you either stop playing altogether, or you stay for the stupidity of the freaking community. I mean, there is some good stuff on Battle.net, don't get me wrong, like, there's Mafia, that's a great game, and there's Secret War Chief, which is pretty fun, and some decent survival games as well. So it's not all bad, but yeah, like most of it is. Like Mafia is basically Town of Selene, but without all the freaking PC shit. Like, ooh, you get banned for naming yourself Catch the Seaman. It's like, come on, like, what's wrong with naming myself Catch the Seaman? Like, really? You're just gonna ban that? Like, you don't get banned for that shit on Mafia. Like, it's supposed to be funny. Like, get a sense of humour, people. But, yeah, that's my problem with it. It's just like... Town of Selene has gone way too PC for my liking. It's like, those games are the best when you're actually, you know, using humorous names and shit, like, but that's the thing, like, I mean, Town of Selene, I do play occasionally, but it's not as fun as it was before all the freaking rules and regs came into play and all that lot, and all the bloody censorship. It's like, how can you censor a game like that? It's like censoring Cards Against Humanity. It's like the dumbest possible thing you could ever do. I should use Mercury Sphere. Oh, crap. At least I'll keep him busy while I breakdance the fuck out of this guy. Can't deny that that's one hell of an awesome move. Right, so... Yeah, this is a secret area, so... Hopefully I'm going... Yeah, I am. Nearly at the end of it. I might as well go here since it's on the way there. Really, I should have done this on the way back. But whatever. And there's just an ether. Wonderful. I went all the way here for an ether. Great. I already have plenty of them. Because I can steal them from the lizard men. Or the lizard shaman. And now, I'm stuck here again because... Now I have to freaking fight all these guys, even though I've already fought them before. And I don't really have a choice this time. No, let's lock onto... Yeah. Oh, I'm locked onto this guy now. There we go. Right. I've always said that games like, as I say, Cards Against Humanity and Town of Selene, which, well, is as fucking censored as it is, like, games like that, they're kind of like the future of, like, MMOs, in a way, if you think about it. I personally think that MMOs should be like Town of Selene and Cards Against Humanity. They should look to making games more like that as MMOs, instead of making all these grindy MMOs, which really don't fit, like, really don't fit what they're trying to be. Like, It's like grinding in a game that's always online is stupid because you spend like tons of time grinding your characters only for it to be stored on a server which will eventually disappear. And people like spend their entire lives doing this, and they don't realize that eventually that progress is going to disappear. So you're wasting your bloody time. And now I figured that out, and that's my advice to anyone who's playing an MMO and isn't enjoying it. Just quit, because at the end of the day, you have no obligation to stay. Like, even if friends say, oh, keep playing, just quit. Like, seriously. Because your data is stored on the server. It doesn't mean anything. Like, it's just a waste of time. There's so many other ways to have fun playing games, and like, grinding for the sake of grinding just isn't. And that's the thing, like, that's all World of Warcraft really is. And yes, I'm bringing up WoW because that's the one I played the most. And it's fucking shit. Like, I can definitely say World of Warcraft was a miserable experience. The only thing that I will say that was ever good about World of Warcraft was the actual map design itself. Like, or the world map itself. That was the only good thing about it. Like, the world map, or like the open world of the game was really well designed, I'm not gonna lie. Although I do hate the fact that they segmented all the levels into like leveled locations. But I think it's definitely, in terms of like variety of environments, it's got that. And I think a lot of like open world RPGs can learn a lot from World of Warcraft's open world. Oh great, I'm going backwards, aren't I? Fuck me. But yeah, I don't know what origami is either, so be sure to clue us in on that. But yeah, it's like, it's just such a shame that World of Warcraft ended up being an MMO. Like, it really is. That's why I play games like Mount & Blade, because they're not always online. Like, if you want to, you can cheat the game and like hack your character so you can get like max stats. I mean, I think everybody's done that at least once. But other than that, you can keep all your progress and shit, and it's like everything you've done you can keep forever. So yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, like, the only free-to-play game that I think I play these days is Terra Celine, to be honest. That's probably the only one I play. Because most free-to-play games are MMOs, or MOBAs, mainly because nobody fucking wants to play them. That's why they're free-to-play. It's like, of course you're gonna make them free-to-play, because no one wants to fucking play. It's like, oh, we need to make it, like, we need to monetize our games. It's like, well, why don't you make it, like, just to pay a straight price and then, like, you get the complete game. Oh no, we can't do that because no one will want to buy it. Then make your game so that people do want to buy and play it. Idiots. But no, that's not how this industry works. So, like, we have to do this because it's the easy way of making a quick buck. And then you end up with low quality games, but people play them anyways and buy into the bullshit. Yeah, like Fortnite, I mean, it's weird because PUBG, I think, costs money, if I remember. But, yeah, that doesn't, which, yeah, even I played, like, 2 seconds of Fortnite before I realised how stupid it was, and like, why have an open world if, in the end, you're just going to restrict the location to, like, the middle of the map? It's like, what's the point? You're just wasting our time. It's like, that's all it is, it's a waste of time. Plus, like, they've forgotten the whole point in, like, multiplayer games. Like, the whole point in the maps, and in the small contained maps in multiplayer first-person shooters, or in this case, third-person shooters, is balancing. And the problem with PUBG is there is no balancing. Same with Fortnite. There's no balancing because the maps are all freaking massive and asymmetrical. So how the hell can you expect to have any sort of balance? Like, it's just stupid. It's like, I'd take regular deathmatch over freaking, like, open world stupidity any day. I mean, GTA Online proved to me that open world PvP never works. It's always stupid. If you give people too much freedom, it fucks things. Like, if you think about it, and here's the thing, I've said this before, but MOBAs are essentially the bread and butter multiplayer deathmatch. That's what they are. They're basically just your typical deathmatch, but with no mechanics. That's what a MOBA is. There's no mechanics, really. All it is just like, you have a selection of moves, and yeah, you move along down the line. That's it. And whereas Halo's basically the same as a MOBA. It is a MOBA, in a way. It's just like Overwatch is a MOBA. But that's the thing. MOBAs are basically just the bread and butter of it. They're just your typical deathmatch, but with no actual mechanics to make it interesting. Like, it's like, for example, Halo, at least you have aiming and shooting to make it interesting. Whereas, freaking Dota, you don't have anything to make it interesting. I mean, all Dota is basically Warcraft 3's melee without the freaking buildings, without the upgrades, and without the units. That's what it is. And they added shops because they wanted to add extra layers of inherent complexity to basically make it completely inaccessible for newcomers. So, yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Alright, let's see if I can steal from this guy. First of all, I need to make sure I'm locked on to the guy, and it's not easy when... Right, I'm locked onto him. This is the problem when you're using an Xbox 360 controller, or it's not really an Xbox, it's a PC gamepad designed like an Xbox 360 controller, but yeah. To freaking lock on, it doesn't work properly. And then you end up not locking onto the right one. Yeah, like, GTA Online is just a freaking mess, that's what it is. Like, look at how everything's shifting around. Do you know why that's happening? Because this is not a PS2 controller. Because I press the freaking trigger and it thinks that it's constantly pressing the trigger, which is annoying. So it constantly swaps my target around. Maybe if I played the Xbox version I wouldn't have this problem, but sadly, I'm not playing the Xbox version. I'm playing the freaking PS2 version. But, yeah. Oh god. Like, there must be something wrong with my controller or something. Hang on. I'm just going to try and turn it off and then turn it back on. Especially considering the fact that it's rumbling at the moment. That's a bad sign. When this controller rumbles, everything goes wrong suddenly. Right, it seems to be better. Right, so basically I want to focus on this guy. And I want to use time stop the moment he gets near me. So that, and hopefully Bossenberg doesn't interfere, which he is. Just go near me and try and swipe me, buddy. Nope, you're just gonna die instead. Yeah, that's what I wanted him to do, but he's not done it. Hang on. God. This is a pain in the ass, is this. It's like, I just want you to do this one thing. Oh, now the whole thing's fucked up again. I'm going to turn my controller on and off again and see if I can actually get it done this time. Right. This isn't going to be easy. I have to make it so that they do that melee attack. Nope, they're not doing the melee attack. They're just going to waste my time. Well, this guy at least. He's just going to constantly shoot fireballs at me. Yeah. Hang on a minute. Am I actually Thanks for changing targets. This is terrible control to play this game with. Considering the fact that the lock-on is not on a trigger on the PlayStation version, and it can't handle that. I'm sure it would work in the Xbox version, but definitely not on this version. Like, I don't know. So basically I can't really do that. And how do I steal from them then? I guess I'm going to have to look up a guide to see how I can steal from them. So, give me a second. Right. I know what item I need. It's from the fire demon. Or flame demon. Here we are. Seal Phlogiston, that's what I need. You have to uppercut him to open the window, but it closes before you can jump. Do a quick uppercut, mash jump to do the double jump, and mash steal. If you can't do that, use time stop after they try to slash you. Uppercut them, then jump. Oh, that's it! I know now. My god. When I said in my review that stealing was a bitch, I really mean it. So basically, I have to use time stop when they get down, which isn't going to be easy considering the fact that my controller's wonky. I have to turn it on and off just so that, I don't know. Right. Yeah, they're constantly swapping targets. I'm going to have to kill every single one of them except one. That's going to be a pain. It's like, can you just... Right, there's just one. Oh, there's another one over here, and he's distracting me. Well, yes. The thing, as I say, that's the thing about Always Online, like, it's the most popular thing. And I can't, you know what I blame with Always Online? I blame you know, here's the problem. Look at his hearts. He can't use time stop now, so I have to basically collect hearts now. Brilliant. Using this controller was not the best idea ever, but I don't have another controller for PC, so yeah. I never had this problem playing on PS2. Never had this problem. But with this, I do have a problem. Right. Fortunately, the save room's right outside. Well, I blame Call of Duty for having shitty single-player campaigns. That's what I blame. Like, if the campaigns in Call of Duty were good and not a pile of shit, people would play them. Right, so basically what I have to do, this is what I have to do. They have to do that swipe attack, then I have to uppercut them or knock them into the air. After that, I can steal from them. So... Right, I need to kill all but one, because otherwise the lock-on's going to fuck me up. Because of the freaking controller. This would have taken like 2 seconds to do if I was playing without this controller. Well, maybe not. It still takes a while depending on how the AI decides to do things. But let's put it this way. This controller's just made everything 10 billion times more difficult than it needs to be. Like, I'll be honest here, it might sound a bit, like, biased, but I've never cared for, like, modern war stories or anything like that. I hate the setting. The setting just bores me. War settings with, like, the military and shit just bore me to death. Like, the problem is with military settings is that in the military, it's like, you just basically, you do as you're told, and you're kind of like a stoic, because you're trained to be that. You're trained to restrain your emotions, you know what I mean? So, it basically makes for more shallow characters. If you want to be more realistic, that is. Because that's what it is, like... You don't have people who show emotion when you're on the battlefield, because you've got to, you've got to focus on the fight, you know what I mean? So it just means that you have a shallow cast of characters, and just fucks the whole story up, and just makes it bland and boring. And I also hate all the freaking military mumbo-jumbo and shit, like, all the freaking military jargon, like, tango down and all that shit. It's just annoying. Alright, I need to actually knock you into the air. Wrong button. No wonder I was having a hard time. And... oh yeah, that as well. That's annoying. But this couldn't be any more difficult if it tried. And I've killed him. Because I was wielding a weapon that was way too powerful. I'm going to... what I should do is wait till the last one and then... hang on, is there any others? Nope. Just this Thunder Dragon. Yeah, pretty much. Like, just stop trying to make games realistic already, for fuck's sake. Like, is this game realistic? Of course not. Like, it makes no fucking sense. Right, hang on a minute. I mean, do you think this... do you call this realistic? Like... I can find it. Here we go. Does this look realistic to you? Yeah. You can fuck off. No, it doesn't. This is not realistic. And now the camera just can't handle it for some reason. Now I've killed the freaking Thunder guy with the guitar. Can't freaking... I'm gonna just use a freaking sword, because fuck it. As much as I like using the... hang on, I need to make sure I've... this'll do. Because at least I know how to use the sword in the air. Hang on. Yeah, that is the regular sword, it's not the freaking rapier. Right, let's kill all but one so that I can lock on. It's actually easy to kill them all with the that's why I need to use the time thing. You see that split second where you had to like missed it. Yeah, I need to use the time thing right when I hit him into the air. That's when I need to use it. At least I got some... whatchamacallit. This is why I need to kill them all, so I don't get... the fucking camera doesn't go fucked up, because I'm trying to actually focus on one person. And I can use the camera focus, but if it constantly changing the camera because of the controller, like it's doing right now, literally right now it's doing it, and it's constantly changing the camera angle, like, all the time because of it. Right, it's just one left. Oh, is there? Nope, no one spawned. Great, just make things even better. Right, more have spawned now. Don't know where they're coming from, but yeah, just fuck off. Yeah, I hope you can see just how irritating it is to steal from enemies in this game. Like, this is what it's like. This is the game's most annoying thing. It's like, I know what I want to do, but I don't want the freaking mage to freaking interrupt his attacks. But I can't use time stop unless he attacks. Unless I let him attack. Yeah, now you know how annoying stealing is. Yeah, racing simulators bore me to death as well. Like, when I'm racing, I want to do epic drifts and drive at, like, ridiculous speeds. I don't want to, like, have to deal with car damage and all that lot. Like, who wants to see, like, I said this in my Hot Wheels Turbo Racing stream, but who wants to see a smushed up Lamborghini? Like, nobody does. So, stop making it so that when we crash into the wall, the rear bumper comes off. Like, the whole point is to enjoy how the cars look. Not worrying about maintaining them or anything like that shit. That's not fun. Like, if I was targeting that guy... God, the camera really... But this wall isn't really doing me any favours. Yeah, I agree. Like, racing games are really fun when you do them right. They are. Look at F-Zero GX, for example. Oh, God, this is not making my life easy, is it? It's focusing on the wrong one, just to make things even worse. It's like... Can you please stop attacking them? I need them to use their attacks so that I can counter them. Oh, and he's nearly dead. Great. Now I'm going to have to backtrack even more. This is why I hate stealing in this game. It's the worst thing ever. Like, it literally is. This isn't Alucard, Thiago. This is Hector, not Hector Belmont. This is Hector. Just Hector. He's not a Belmont. He's Hector. Right, now I can go back through here. Like, why do they do that move the most often instead of their basic melee attack? You'd think the basic melee attack would be their most common move, but no, they have to use the fireball. Oh, now the fireball distracted me when I was trying to freaking knock them into the air. It's like, because I can't focus the camera, it's just made everything difficult. And since I'm getting attacked from every angle, it's just making things even more difficult. Like, I remember doing this the first time, and it was already a pain in the ass. Yeah, Death is even worse. And fucking Dullahan. He's a pain in the ass as well. Not just to steal against. But, yeah. The stealing in this game is literally hardcore. You have to be a badass to steal in this game. Like, you really do. But, unfortunately, it's one of the only ways to get items which you need. Like, you get one of them, but you need it for something else. Like, press the wrong button. That's what I wanted to... Oh, yeah, you see that? Split second. Split second. You have a split second to steal from this motherfucker. So I used the right move, but and then right after doing that, what I need to do is, first of all, get rid of one of them because they distract you. Then find the other flame demon and focus on him, so that I can kill them. Then there's just one flame demon left. Knock him into the air. But before I knock him into the air, once he uses that move, that attacks me, then I can basically use time stop immediately once he does that move. But I need to kill this guy first, because otherwise he's gonna get in the way and attack me while I'm trying to steal from this guy. So basically, and hope and pray that the frickin' mage doesn't attack while I'm doing it. Alright, see ya. See ya, Bossenberg. Oh yeah, that's bullshit as well. freaking removing cars and so on as DLC. And then there's EA where they tempt you with cars, but then when you obtain them, your reward is a freaking storefront, PlayStation Store, like, direction. Like, go to the PlayStation Store to unlock this car. Like, really, should I even bother getting this fucking weapon? Because it is really a pain in the ass just to steal from these fucking demons. No, timed it poorly. You have to time it perfectly to do it. Doesn't help that I'm getting hit by literally everyone while I'm doing this. So I have to kill this guy before he gets in the way. Right. I don't even know who I'm targeting. Right. So, this guy I'm locked onto. I wasn't locked onto him, so I couldn't steal from him. But the guy I'm locked onto doesn't seem to want to use his attack. Of course. Oh, come on, hit him up in the air. Use your launch. Nope. Oh, nearly got him! Just out of range. Right, it's so much easier when there's only one. It's so much easier when there's only one to deal with. Right, are you going to do anything, or are you just going to stand around like an idiot? Or are you going to hit him instead, which doesn't count, unfortunately? To be honest, Bossenberg is not helping me here, because he keeps attacking him. And now every single one of them is just changing targets all the time. Right. Because of the freaking controller that I'm using. It's like, I can't fight two of them at once doing this. There's just too much going on. Like, I'm gonna put you on guard while I kill everybody else, because this fucking dragon here is causing a lot of issues, and for some reason I can't even hit him. Right, kill him first, then there's 3 of these guys, so I'm gonna kill 2 of them. Right, so 2 of these now. Right, the one more I needed to time stop. And now he's just gonna do that, yeah. Right, so. Oh, thanks for that. Thanks for hitting him when I'm trying to fucking stop him with time stop. Thanks for nothing. Like, he was just about to do it, but then he hit him with that freaking ice attack. Thanks for nothing. This is literally the bane of my existence. Stealing in Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Like, it is quite possibly the most misplaced mechanic in a video game, period. Like, does it even need to be here? Like, does it even need to be in the game? Not really. I'd argue that the game would be more fun without it. Right. Right, let's get lined up with him. Let's not swap targets. Oh, he's swapping the targets. I'll never get it. Oh, he was right there, but I didn't jump high enough, so I didn't get it. Like, I only played Forza Horizon, so I enjoyed it for what it was. It was pretty good racing game. I would say that it's probably one of the better racing games on 360, let's put it that way. But, yeah, I haven't played any other Forza games. Yeah, this is an absolute nightmare to do. I cannot stress how much of a nightmare it is to steal from these guys. It's like, literally everything is against me while I'm doing this. Nope, he's going to use that move. Yeah, that's the one I play. I didn't play any other Forza Horizon games because I don't have an Xbox One and I never want to buy an Xbox One. I think there was a second Forza Horizon, but I just gave up on that one time. Let's put it this way, the first one was enough. Hang on guys, be right back. Right guys, I'm back. It's like second time today where there's a massive spider on my wall and I had to get shut of it. Don't know if the stream's still going, but if it is, then be sure to leave a comment. Yeah, I think it is. Right. Unfortunately, this has gone too big, so I can't even read the comments. There we go. Yeah, it's still live. Good. Right. Let's get back to stealing. But yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy spiders. But that one, yeah, that one wasn't really a nice spider, let's put it that way, so I want to get shot. Now can you... Right, can you not hit him so I can actually lock on, focus the camera, use that move. You really have to be perfect to do this. If you don't have perfect timing, you are going to fail. Right, use your freaking... No, don't attack him when he does that. This is literally torture. That's what this is. Like, I got this so easily on the PS2 version. I got this so easily. But I just simply can't seem to get it on this version. Because I'm using the freaking controller, which fucks things up. But even then, I don't know. Maybe I didn't get it so easily. I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. But I did get it. But it's just such a pain in this version. Well, mainly because of this controller, but it's just such a pain this time. Like, I cannot stress how annoying it is to steal from these enemies. It's like, just this one thing. He's done that. Now, I have to make sure that you stay doing nothing. Right. Got it! My god! Now I should be able to freaking... Or can I? So, how do I make this weapon again? No, that's not what that's not what I want. Like, how do I make this weapon? I need Trident, Versatile Spear, Devil's Vein, and Dark Crystal. And to make one of them, I think it's the Versatile Spear, I need Trident, Naginata, Ether, Phlogiston, or Phlogiston. Right, so the Trident, Sesumata, Ether, Aquamarine. Right, I need to actually see if I've actually made everything before I even start this. Because I don't actually know if I have. There must be something I'm missing. Sesumata, Ceremonial Tools. Fucking hell. So I need to make that. That's part of the problem. I need that. Now I need to get Ceremonial Tool and Spirit of Fuji. I know where to get Spirit of Fuji and I'm going to get that right now. I did this ages ago. But yeah. No more of this bullshit stealing from freaking flame demons. This really didn't seem as difficult when I did this originally. But it does seem difficult now. Yeah, Ballistic NG, it seems like, from what I've heard, seems interesting, but like as I say, it's not F-Zero GX. That's all I'm gonna say. But it does seem like it'd be an interesting game, something different. But I still want my F-Zero, one way or another. Right, I need to go to the Garibaldi Temple to get one of these. And then I'm going to have to look up where to get ceremonial tools. For the Spirit of Fuji, all you really need to do, it's not that hard to steal from. You just basically go to a lesser demon and they'll charge at you and then you steal when they're in the middle of a charge. I've done it before. Like, I did it when I was farming them on one of the earlier streams. The only problem is, I have to walk all the way back to that area. This is why I didn't go this way. Because it starts you at the opposite side of the temple. To be honest, I don't actually know if I'll actually be able to finish the game this stream. I might actually be able to beat Death, maybe? I'm not sure, though. But all this extra stuff that I'm doing is a pain in the ass. to the point that I'm really starting not to give a shit, you know what I mean? Considering the fact that I also have to level him up, and it's just... do I really want to do this? To be honest, I'm tempted to just go back to my memory thing. I really am. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to bother with this. I know I've wasted all this time getting that item. But I'm just going to go and get this game finished, to be honest. I'm just going to finish it, because it's just going to be a lot of hassle to just get that weapon and then grind the guy up to, like, where he needs to be. And my biggest worry is that I'm going to end up fighting a pretty annoying boss. Well, after the next boss. The next boss fight is good, but the problem is the boss fight after it. Like, you have to fight 2 boss fights in a row, and it's going to be rough. And I thought, if I get the end, at least I've got something. Yeah, that's on Steam as well as Recall. No longer have to get an Xbox One for it. Right, you know what this calls for. Best weapon in the game. Oh, yeah, we get it. I'm trying to kill you with this. If I was like a second... If I was a second early, I would have killed them, but no. So, like, if they get near you, you can just basically stun lock them forever. So yeah, it's pretty handy. But, unfortunately, he got hit a lot, so that kind of defeated the whole point in using the electric guitar. But I am going the right way, aren't I? But yeah, this stream is basically where you get to see the game's flaws in action. Pretty much. Repetitive environments and like stealing is an absolute pain in the ass. I mean, this game is fun and all, but as I say, it's not perfect. Yeah, unfortunately harpies are difficult to hit, but I did manage to hit one of them there. Oh, and yeah, you can do the aerial as well. Yeah, I'm gonna use the patter for these guys. Yeah, if I can actually get up there, that'd be handy. Oh, you did the grab move just to fuck me up. You would do that, and I was blocking as well. My knuckles are the best for dealing with airborne enemies. To be honest, I'm tempted to just basically backtrack to the save point after that. Because I've taken quite a beating, so I'm just gonna heal my freaking innocent devil up. Because he is on low health right now, so yeah. Right, first of all, I'm going to unequip the sacrifice brooch, because this will probably be more handy at the moment. Right, that's the way I need to go. Killed all of you already. Right, think I might be able to... Oh no, I'm not going to use it because... The problem is that those harpies are there, so I need to use this weapon. Yeah, as you can see, this weapon's really good against airborne enemies. God, I really hate this fucking... the way everything's changing the target all the time. I want it to lock on one target. That's what I want it to do. Oh, perfect. Rosario. Makes things easier. Maybe I should have remapped the dodge button and the like lock on button. Maybe that's what I should have done. Oh, great. They always hit you just before you're about to do it. And again. And with this move is just freaking ridiculously annoying. Yeah, we get it. And you hit me just out of range with your freaking whirlwind. Yeah, try and hit me now. Well, that killed most of them. Now I'll just use this to kill the rest. Ooh, magic circle scissors. Such a useful move that you'll never use. Yeah, well done, you ran into that attack. There we go. Right, now I need to find the door. There's the door. I think we're closer to the end, but this place is massive. Like, there's a lot of floors. I mean, it is the final area, so... Yeah. And they still hit me regardless. Let's use this. Screw it. The problem with magic circle scissors is that they, as you can see, they all avoided it because you can't really control the scissors. It's not the best move to use ever. It's just so awkward to use in so many ways. Right. Need to pay more attention to the harpies first. But that's not easy when I can't block in the air, unfortunately, because I'm trying to... And also they can grab you, which is the worst possible thing that can happen to you in this game, getting grabbed. Because that means you're guaranteed to get wrecked. And I just got grabbed. Wonderful! Just typical. And that's their freaking counter window as well! Just, I mean, they're not their counter window, their freaking steal window. Which just goes to show how horrible stealing is in this game. It really is the worst thing ever. And I'm just going to have to backtrack to the save point again, because I've just really gotten destroyed by these guys. Hey, how's it going, Majority? I'm having a hard time trying to frickin' survive against these enemies here. God, if only I had Corpsey with me, this wouldn't be so difficult. I really should have brought Corpsey with me. That's how I beat the game originally. Just Corpsey all the way. He's hands down the best person to use, because you can just kill everyone in the room in seconds. Right, the save room is back here, so I have to start again. Oh, it is. I've been doing a lot of it, and then I gave up halfway because the frickin' trying to get the, I don't know what to call it, the frickin' spear to get the end. And I thought, fuck it, I'm not going to get it, because it's just too much freaking farming, and I just can't be bothered. Right, now I'm going to heal up, and hopefully this time I don't end up fucking up so much. Because I really am getting my ass handed to me at this point. I really am. And that's not a good thing, considering the fact that I'm about to fight some of the hardest bosses coming up. Right. What I want to summon, I don't want to summon you, I'll summon you because you heal, but also you're invincible, so nothing can kill you. That makes things a lot easier. Now, if only they didn't move away so quickly, because I can bring this out if I time it right. Unfortunately, he used that attack, and he was just out of the range. Great. Well, yeah. He does go back a few names. Like, finally it hits him. It's like, surely it can be, like, have a little bit more range. It's just, they were just barely out. That's the problem. Right. I love how it stuns them though. But yeah. Rice, nice. Need some rice in my life. I live off rice. Right. Now I can get this equipped again. Because I don't think the next area is going to be as forgiving. Ah, I see. Well, that's the thing, like, it'd be nice if you could actually name F-Zero machines. I suppose you can, like, if you wanted to, like, come up with a name, but, like, they've all been given names, so, yeah. But at least you can customize them, that's something. Right. God, this is so annoying. I really hate the fact that the lock-on is mapped to the freaking right trigger. It really does not do a good job at keeping enemies locked on, because the PS2 does not have triggers to freaking lock on with. Yeah, the making character would be cool, but that'd be just too cool, let's be honest. I mean, making a character in F-Zero would just be too cool. Like, how would you keep up with all the other characters? I mean, they're all on freaking steroids. Yeah. Yeah, you can fuck off with your cheap freaking grab attack. Yeah, I mean, there are improvements that can be made to the F-Zero. You know what would be a good weapon for this? I'll tell you what a good weapon for this would be. The frickin' lance. It's exactly what I'm going to use for this. Perfect weapon for these guys. Perfect weapon. Unfortunately, I couldn't stop their attack there. We should get some new tracks and stuff. I mean, having more features in the customization would be nice, I'm not gonna lie. Like, more features in F-Zero, I'm not gonna say no. Like, but like I say, like, that's the thing, Nintendo just think that F-Zero can't be revived because they've done everything. It's just like, well, yeah, the stuff there is good, but it could be improved, you know what I mean? You could enhance it even further, but nope. Yeah, these guys are just being a pain in the ass, really, they are. Let's be honest. They are not staggering, so I'm gonna have to fucking... This attack is a pain in the ass. That's the one advantage to having the electric guitar. You can stagger them. And again. It's like, these enemies have proven to be so annoying in this. It's like, they just don't stagger at all. I need to use a faster weapon. Just for this one guy, at least. Right, there we go. Now I can get past those guys, and I've lost a ton of HP doing so. Yeah, the HD remake would do the job well enough. Why can't they just do that already? Like, that's the move that I want them to do. Yep, I know what's coming. This is a horrendous combination of enemies. Flying enemies and ground enemies who can just create paper at will that kills you. Great combination. Oh, great. And they can grab you as well, just to rub salt into the wound. You want to kill those halfies as fast as possible so that they don't grab you when you're trying to deal with the rest of them. Right, let me see if I can actually kill the bird first, before I deal with these guys, because these guys are a pain in the ass as it is, but these birds just distract you. They need to die quickly, and stop fucking grabbing me. Oh god, I just want to hit them. I just want to hit the bird. Yeah, if you could show the fucking bird, that would be handy. So I don't have to freaking... There we go. That's all I wanted you to do. Get the bird. Stop flying away. Yeah, now you're running away from me because you know I can kick your ass. That's what it's all about. But you just want to be annoying. That's what it's all about, you see. It's like, how can we possibly be more annoying? Let's run away. Like, that's one of the things that annoys me. Enemies that run away from you are the most annoying. I hate enemies that just run away and don't let you fucking do shit. Like, just stop running. Stop being a coward. And freaking actually fight like men. But yeah, like, a Captain Falcon beat 'em up, I would buy that. Oh, this was perfect. Perfect possible item. Couldn't have had a more perfect item right here. Right, that... Oh, hang on, I'm going backwards. Great. This is what I end up going through. And for the record majority, this is why I don't play Zelda games, because I have a terrible sense of direction. And I'd end up getting lost not only on the puzzles, but also finding my way around. Like, I have to say, this final area is probably one of the more disappointing final areas. In terms of, like, the visuals, like, I've seen, like, in a video game. It kind of is, like... Right, hang on a minute. I just need to equip the electric guitar. And hope and pray that I don't get hit by this one. Oh, I got hit by it, great. But these guys don't move around, so I can hit them with the electric guitar. Nice. Yeah, the setup takes a while, but once you get it going, it is pretty strong as this weapon. And you can keep going as long as you're on the spot, which is really good. But yeah, like, the areas in this game, like, while the visuals are not the best, they're not exactly terrible. Like, I think there's some nice areas in this game, but this final area is just an absolute pain in the ass. Like, that's more, like, when I said about the visuals in my review being, like, subpar, this is what I meant. I meant that the visuals... It's not just the visuals themselves that are the problem. It's not just how it looks that's the problem. It's finding your way around. It's the navigation. Everywhere looks more or less the same. Copy-paste area. Which isn't that bad in small doses, but in this dungeon, it literally is the worst thing ever, because every room looks the same, and it's just the same shit for, like, ages. And there's, like, several floors of this. And it takes ages to get up. And it's all the same freaking thing every time, and you just get fed up of it. It's like, there's no real variation at all. But it's not just the fact that there's no variation that's the problem. It's because there's no variation that you don't know where you're going, and it impedes on the gameplay because of it. It's like, out of all the Dracula's castles, this is the worst. This is the worst castle. Out of every single Castlevania game, this game has the worst. Granted, I like the castle in at the start of the game, the abandoned castle, but I hate this castle. This castle just sucks. This castle really is the worst castle in the Castlevania series. It wins the award because it's so poorly designed. Everything is copy-paste. Yeah, I'd appreciate if I was not stunned. Looks like that's not happening. Finally. Took you like half an hour to do that. Well, I enjoyed Sleeping Dogs to some degree, although one thing that I wasn't too fond of was the driving bits where you had to fucking shoot people. Like, the shooting was annoying, but the combat was fun. For what it was. But yeah, that's the thing about this game. This game has a lot going for it, but as I say, it's not perfect. And, like, I can overlook the flaws personally and say that this is a really fun, enjoyable game, but I can understand how people would really be turned off by it, because, like, the flaws really do... They really are pretty clear in this game, and, like, this entire stream just sums up my issues with this game perfectly. Pretty much. But that's the thing, I enjoy this game. It's just this one area which sums up the problem with it. Like, the repetitive environments. It's like, I actually like this game a lot. I just think that it's not perfect. Like I say. I mean, I personally prefer this to other Sleeping Dogs, to be honest. I like Sleeping Dogs, but I actually like this game more, but, like, I can acknowledge its flaws, you know what I mean? Well, if I didn't enjoy this game, I wouldn't be streaming it. Let's put it that way. I'm streaming it because I do enjoy it. Like, I enjoy the fact that you can kill enemies with a freaking electric guitar. And the weapons are all really cool to use. And, as I say, as a beat-em-up, it works pretty well. It's just, my controller's the problem, and that's why I'm having so many issues, because of the lock-on button being on the freaking right trigger. When this is a PlayStation 1, well, not PlayStation, this is a PlayStation 2 version, not the Xbox version, so using the freaking right trigger is problematic, because it's, like, it thinks that I'm actually rapidly tapping. As you can see how I'm moving, how the camera's changing? It thinks that I'm rapidly tapping the camera button. It thinks that, not the camera button, the lock-on button. But I'm not. It just thinks that I am, because that's what the game thinks it is. Like, it thinks that what I'm doing is rapidly tapping the lock-on button when I'm not, because the left trigger is unstable. Oh, great. Now I'm stunned for even longer. It's like, can I actually move? Actually, I don't actually know. Like, here's the thing. I think it's possible to not get stunned, and by just basically moving the fucking controls around and just doing random shit. And that's exactly what I do when I get grabbed or stunned and that lot. I don't know what you're supposed to do to avoid it. I just, through trial and error, I decided I'm just going to, like, move the analog stick and pray, and that's how I get out of being grabbed. And yeah, it usually has mixed results. Like, if it wasn't for those harpies, I wouldn't be having a problem finding these guys. It's those harpies that made them so challenging. Right. So we've still got quite a while to go. This area never ends. That's the thing. It really is a long final area. Like, I think I got to halfway through when I did my last stream. Right, hang on. Equip. Hopefully I don't get hit by the freaking thing. Now, flies flying around me, so that's distracting me. Right, now I can hit all of them. Nice. Perfectly timed this time. Didn't get hit. That's how it should be. That's what I try and do, you see. Not get hit by their attacks and then just kill them all at the same time with the electric guitar. So, as you can see, this weapon is awesome. It is. Right. Just swapping between these two weapons is pretty handy in this final area. Aside from dealing with those unicorns, those guys are a pain no matter what you do. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Question is, which is the right way? That's a good question. That's a very good question. I'm guessing it's here. You see, this is the thing with this game, and all the areas looking the same. It's like, how the fuck am I supposed to know where I'm going? How am I supposed to know what I'm going in the right direction? You can't, because this dungeon is just... This castle is just so poorly designed. Like, this Dracula's castle just feels like a last-minute thing. Like, it feels like a last-minute attempt to make a final area. That's what it feels like. It's just like, we've only got so much time and budget left. Let's just basically copy-paste the same freaking thing for, like, ages, and then we'll just make, like, several floors of it with, like, the same environments over and over again, and expect the player to troll through it all. Yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. I mean, all the other areas in the game, they're fine. I enjoy them. It's just this one place, the final area of the game. I mean, the bosses are good, although depths of pain to steal from, but the area itself, the final area, is just so freaking poorly designed. But yeah, Dragoon is basically Game of the Year material, pretty much. Absolute masterpiece. Oh, he hit me again. And they hit me when I'm trying to use the freaking move. Right, if anything, the only weakness of the electric guitar... Well, I did not actually know that they did that. Right, let's not use the electric guitar for those. Let's use the... I think the Muramasa is the one. Yeah, use that for these guys, because they don't really have that many windows for countering. So, yeah, it's probably the best weapon to use against them. But yeah, this area is the only area that I really have problems with in this game, really. I mean, I don't really have problems with any of the other areas. I can understand how other people can, but I don't. Like, I enjoy the other areas. But this area is hands down the worst part of the game. Like, it is. Just getting through this area is the worst part of the game. And the good thing is that it's near the end, but in a way that's kind of like the bad thing, because it's like, this is supposed to be the last hurrah, and it's just an ordeal to get through. because it's the same shit over and over again, repeated to death. And that's the thing, it's like, this level, this area is basically this game at its worst. It pretty much is. And like, aside from the boss fights, of course, the boss fights are awesome. It's just, like, the last bosses are awesome, it's just the level itself. I mean, look, how many times have we been in this corridor? Like, 1 billion times. Like, my point is, I'm just trying to explain why I hated on the visuals so much in this game. This is why. It's not because the game looks ridiculously ugly, it's because the locations look so bland that you really don't know where you're going half the time. That's why it's a flaw, not because it's the ugliest looking game ever. Because I've seen uglier games than this. Like, Chaos Legion isn't really much better than this in terms of looks, but at least the levels are not confusing and easy to get lost in. You don't get lost in the levels in Chaos Legion. You don't. But in this game, you do. Mainly because it's trying to be a Metroidvania at the same time, whereas Chaos Legion is just a straight up beat 'em up in basically an arena, just like Painkiller. Like, it is Painkiller if it was a beat 'em up, pretty much. Like, it's in an arena, you go from one arena to the next, kill enemies, that's basically it. Which, yeah, that's kind of the thing in this, but there's a map in this game. It's kind of like, every area is locked in Chaos Legion, and it tells you exactly where to go. You know exactly where to go, so yeah. Right, so yeah, this is. I want to use electric. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna give it a go. Might make things actually a little easier. Yes, it did. Good. I made a good choice. Knew using this weapon would be the right choice. While I'm doing this, you can heal me up. Oh god. Yeah, we get it. You cunt. Right. So I can't wait till I can just get to the boss fight, to be honest. Because that's the best part. Even though the boss fight's going to be fucking hard, I know that. But it wasn't hard originally since I had corpses, but it's going to be hard now. I know it's going to be hard. But, like, I just want to get to it. Honestly. Right. Another room that looks exactly the same as the previous room. Great! Is the next room going to look exactly the same as the room we were in? I bet it is. Oh yes, it does! What a surprise! I mean, I can kind of understand why people really don't enjoy this game. I can totally understand why. I mean, I enjoy it, but I can understand how a lot of people can really get pissed off by this shit. Like, I can tolerate this stuff, but, like, if I was playing this on PS2, like, not streaming it, I'd probably be more tolerant. But it's because I'm streaming the game that I'm getting a bit pissy about it. Because, yeah. I just want to get to the good part, that's the whole idea. But it just takes ages to get to the good part, you know what I mean? Right, 6th floor, this might be it. We might be near it. Oh, potion. But yeah, I do like this game. I don't want people to get the wrong idea and think that I hate this game, because I really don't. Well, I don't like puzzles either, believe me. Right, that's a heal point. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Oh wait, I know where this is. This is where you get the pumpkin guy. Yeah, like, I only played Mirror of Fate, and yeah, that was probably the most boring of all the Castlevania games I've played, to be honest. Right. The thing is, I could kill those guys, but I want to kill these guys first, because these guys are using their freaking stupid sniper things to be a pain. Kill them guys first, and then I can kill those guys when these guys are out of the way. If I can kill them, which might actually be easier if I use the lance. Right, kill you. And kill both of them. And he's dead. I mean, in addition, I think I did grind a little when I originally played it, so yeah. I forget what Crystal Skull does, to be honest, but I don't think it's anything useful. Oh god. Yeah, we get it. He loves spamming that move. That's why I really shouldn't have been using this weapon for him. But I need to use it for those guys shooting at me. Use this for him. There we go. It all comes down to what weapon you use. And that's the thing. This game gets really tough when it matches you with multiple enemies, which require two different weapons to deal with them. And that's where you usually have issues. That's where this game challenges you. And when it starts to become tough. And there's plenty of it in this area. Plenty of that. Right, more of these sniper guys. The freaking automatic crossbows. There we go. They're dead. There's two paths. This path that's to the pumpkin. I know where that leads, but we can't get that unless we have the pumpkin mace, and I'm not going to grind to get that. Sorry, but I'm not. Right, let's... Yeah, Slugger's always giving me trouble in every single Castlevania game. Even though he's made easier, for some reason he's always the first thing to kill me every single time I play a Castlevania game. I don't know why. Like, this guy killed me, was the first thing I died to in this game, because it grabbed me and I didn't know what to do to get ungrabbed. There we go. I mean, the sword's definitely one of the more effective weapons in this game. I'm not gonna lie, it is. Definitely one of the more effective weapons, if you ask me. Like, the problem with those games, and this is the thing, like, I hate puzzles, and Darksiders, I'm guessing God of War's the same sort of thing, I'm not sure, but, like, I don't like puzzles, so those games just annoy me because of that. Like, if I was playing a game, if those games didn't have puzzles, I'd probably like them, but yeah. I don't know how you're supposed to get that. I guess time stop is how you get that steel, but I have no idea how to get that steel. I've never got it. So, yeah. Alright, see you, Capmere. Yeah, I think it's been the enemies are starting to get a lot easier now. I'm not having to deal with all those freaking harpies all the time. Yeah, the harpies can be a bitch to deal with. Oh great, we have to deal with Gaibon, who's almost as annoying as the harpies. Almost. Like, if I was to name the most annoying enemies, it's basically a combination of the Dead Rippers and the harpies. Those are the annoying enemies of this game. But yeah, Lord of Shadows, like Mirror of Fate to me, was just a mediocre Castlevania game. That's basically what it was to me. Right, we got more. Oh, Gaibon and Slogger, 2 of each. Right, let's kill Slogger first. He's easy. And yeah, I also died to that freaking boss fight in Symphony of the Night where you fought against Slogger as well. Believe it or not. First boss fight as well. Yeah. I have a vendetta with these guys, let's put it that way. I still think it's funny how they've just been rendered, like, there were like these big boss fights in Super Castlevania 4, and then suddenly they became like shitty trash mobs out of thin air. Like after Symphony of the Night they were demoted because Dracula thought that they were completely incompetent. It's like, now you become a trash mob for the rest of the game. I hope you're happy. But yeah, I probably won't enjoy God of War then. I think that's the reason why I never bothered to play it, because I heard of puzzles in it and I was just like, I'm not going to play that. Oh yeah, I saw a friend play it and I saw him having to do this weird puzzle, I think. And he's just like, this looks so boring. And he was like, it's God of War. And I'm like, why are you playing this? But yeah. It's more like God of War. Oh god, these guys are going to steal my shit now. This is why I need to bring out the lance, because I can reach them while they're running away. Yeah, weapon switching is basically the name of the game, pretty much. It's what it's all about, swapping weapons. Because that's the thing, they'll run into your lance. It has more range than the other weapons, so it's pretty handy. Like, God, man, I've been pretty salty this stream. Definitely. Especially with having to do that, find that shit, which I'm not even bothering with now. Really shouldn't have bothered doing that, to be honest. Wasn't the best idea. Like, my advice, don't try to get all the best shit when you're streaming a freaking game. Save that for when you're playing the game for the first time, but when you're just streaming a game, just finish it. Oh, and they stole my shit, great. And now they're all going to respawn the moment I get through there, fuck it. Just move to the next area. It's like, I like fighting everything, but if I accidentally go into the, what do you call it then? Oh look, a warp room. Should I activate it? That'd be handy. Really hope that I can get to the boss fight in this, you know, stream. I really hope I can. Right, so just got to front flip my way through this long passageway. I think this is the boss fight coming up. Oh, no it isn't. Seems that there's more to go, great. But this is a save point. I'm going to register this, because fuck it, just in case. And I'm going to save the game. Because, I don't know, I might die at one point, and I don't want to have to redo all that shit, so yeah. Yeah, when I do fight the boss, I want to use the sword. Yeah, I named it Chin. That's become the new thing. Now, naming everything Chin. Ah, this is where the boss room is. I remember now. Right. So, I'm going to equip this weapon. If I recall, this boss is not that easy. Well, it wasn't too hard when I used Corpsey, but I have a feeling that this boss is going to be a pain in the ass. I really do. Now that I don't have Corpsey, this is going to be a real pain in the ass. But at least we get to listen to some awesome music while we're fighting. Because this is probably one of my favourite tracks in the game, the music for this fight. and of course, like, wonderful voice actors.
I fell right into your plot. After 3 years of peace, I lost my edge.
Nah, there's plenty of edge in this game.
I've sharpened mine. I've been waiting quite a long time to plot my revenge. Not only did my lord die because of you, you stripped me of my pride, my home. Now
Like, if it wasn't for Liam O'Brien, this character would just have been a bland villain, but Liam makes this villain epic. Right, here we go. At least there's only one target at this point. Right, so, just want to... I think what I want to do first is just summon shit. Which should I start with? Should I start with Red Stinger? Probably, I'll do that. Right. If I could get close, that'd be nice. There we go. And we did a combo. Well, he attacked. So, yeah. Gotta put my A game on now. Messed up there, buddy. Yeah, stealing from this guy wasn't fun. But he only has cheese anyways, so I'm not too bothered. But yeah, he's got Trevor's whip, basically. But yeah, this music's awesome. Oh, has he just sat there? Oh, no, he's summoning freaking... He's summoning his... What do you call it? Time to bring out BMG to deal with that. While I can... Oh yeah, I need to... He's sent out Crimson, that's what it is. So basically, I need to deal with this guy. The best way to do it is to use Homing Eye. Right. And Homing Eye completely missed him. Of course it did. It wouldn't be a Liam roll without an epic evil laugh now, would it? Oh, fuck. Stop flying in the air. Maybe I should bring out Biophoenix just to deal with this one guy. This one thing. It's like, let's... The Battle of the Flyers. He breathes fire. Let's kill him with Bone Shot. It's probably the best idea. Let's have a Pokemon battle while I dodge your attacks. Yeah. It's Biophoenix time to shine now. I love how he's attacking him as well. Ah, right. There we go. Right, this boss is really good. I love the Isaac fights. They are some of the best in the game. Like, the Isaac and Trevor fights are definitely this game at its best. There we go, you fucked up. Oh shit. Means business, doesn't he? Unfortunately, the battle after this is a bit tough. Right. I know one of them is going to be a pain in the neck. Yeah, Saint Germain was also a cool fight. Oh, I had to fight this guy. Perfect. The ground guy versus the ground guy. So, BMG, you actually going to do anything? I love how he's fighting him. Right. Oh, this guy's not going to stagger, is he? Time to go into magma mode. Yeah. Magma mode kicks ass. Also, it seems to. Oh, nice. He's keeping him occupied. Like, as you can see why blocking is really handy in this game. Because it's like you can, if you block at the right time, you can counter straight away. Oops. Oh, shit. Yeah, run into my sword, buddy. I love how he just constantly knocks him back. Shit, he's hit me with a royal guard. Yeah, BMG is kicking ass here. I like how this fight is built around the whole Innocent Devils thing. Like, the whole fight was built around using those Innocent Devils. Speaking of which, I'm going to use Boss and Birth for this guy because I want to see if he's actually good. Or if he will forever be the, like, underdog of the group. Right. I could use Freeze. Does shield do anything? So much for shield. My god, that was useless. I just lost a lot of health because I thought that I had a shield when I didn't. Great. God, I've really leveled him the wrong way, haven't I? I know that says it's a bit of a pain. I really messed up on Boss and Bird. I will admit that. I really gave him the wrong build. Like, this was not the right evolution path. The evolution path that I picked for the Mage Demon before was the better evolution path. It was. So the best thing I could do is just have him use Freeze, which is a pretty decent move it seems, because it staggers. Oh, not shield. I wanted to use Argent D, but whatever. And he's dead. Well, looks like I won't be using him in this fight now. BMG, you can finish the job. I don't know how to break it to Boss and Birth, but like the character the devil that I named Boss and Birth after is not that good. I'm sorry, Boss and Birth, but he just isn't that good. Right, now let's just lock on and get back into it. God, that set is a pain. It really is. Yeah, keep him occupied with magma mode while I fuck this guy. Oh, he's coming for me now. Now, is he dead? No, he's not. Oh, that move is a pain. Right, hang on a minute. Better idea. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Carpet Bomb. Carpet Bomb's really good. Just get shut of him, that's the whole idea. God, that move that he uses is a pain in the ass. That's why you want to kill Ratses as fast as possible. Fortunately, Biophoenix has got some good DPS, so... Actually, I can use Champion Bomb again. Yeah, just to knock him away. And now, BMG. All the way. You can deal with him. Just use Magma Mode and... Right, there we go. Once Raxus is dead, the rest of the fight is more or less straightforward. Because that's his last innocent devil. Oh, and it's his toughest as well. Okay. Right. Yeah, you keep him occupied for a little while. Use Magma Mode again, it's good. Right. Oh, he was about to attack there. Oh shit. Yeah, Magma Mode really does a good job against him. Oh shit, he's going to attack me again. Fuck hell. Oh! Come on, finish the job, homing eye. Nearly done. Nearly done. Just hit him a few more times and you basically beat his ass. DSP. Oh shit, he's nearly dying now. Got him. But yeah, sometimes it's best to just leave it to your innocent devils. But just don't leave it to Boss and Birth because, yeah, that's what fucked me in the end.
The curse. Dracula's curse.
Unfortunately, it's not over yet. We have another boss fight to deal with. And this is going to be rough.
Praiseworthy indeed. I wonder why. Was your desire for vengeance weak, or was your spirit strong? No matter. Either way, 'tis well finished. Your efforts have been a great boon to me. The moment you wavered was all I needed. Sid. So, you're the one behind all of this? You could say that. You used me to revive Lord Dracula. Even so,
Yeah, this guy is a pain in the ass. He really is. I think KJ Gamer pretty much summed it up with stealing from him as being a bitch, but just the fight itself is just a bitch in general. It really is.
Yes, much more so than basic. That is why I guided you here, so that you may fully
I've actually forgotten this fight, to be honest.
who are you. However,
Well, you'll see you'll see who I'm fighting soon enough.
the curse had to take hold of you. When you rejected the curse, you
Let's put it this way: this boss has been in every single Castlevania game, if I recall.
truly, 'tis most
Well, at least the ones I've played. I think this gives it away.
you are none other than death.
Yep.
Soon my master will enter Isaac's body, though you were favored. Isaac will do. Dracula will also know that, and that's for you. It is time for you to die.
Yeah, this fight's a bitch to do. Right. I'm on low health as it is, so that's not good. Not a great start. Right, so and I've forgotten how I deal with these things. Yeah, these things are a pain in the ass as well. Oh boy, this thing. You have to block it and then move out of the way. And he's gonna hit. Oh god, I'm trying to fucking block that, and I tried to block again. Right, we'll block this, dodge forward, and then he's going to bring it back, so I have to dodge. Great, now dodge this. Did the double dodge, which fucked me. Really need to get better at dodging. Oh, double dodged again. You have to time your dodges. Can't just dodge. Right, there we go. There we are. Whoops, not auto. At least you can block if you get unlucky. Right. Let's see you back, Kashmir. Shit. Trying not to die here. Very hard to not die when you're up against death, let's be honest. Because he is death, so yeah. Oh, here he comes again with his scythe. This is as hard as Death in Castlevania 4. Like, he was the hardest boss in my opinion. Actually, no, Gaibon was the hardest boss in Castlevania 4 for me. And Dracula, obviously. Gaibon and Dracula were the hardest. Oh shit, this move. Block, dodge forward, and move to the side. And then a double dodge, which fucked me, great. Thank God for time heal, it's really handy here. Ooh, dodge that. Oh, should have been paying more attention. That was a real fucked up thing. No, this wasn't Saint Germain, this is Zeid. Or Death. So, yeah. Pretty much. Saint Germain we fought ages ago. Right, dodge. Don't dodge the other way. And then you'll use that move, which is a pain in the ass. I guess I could summon someone. Let's summon Battlefinish just to apply a bit of damage, why not? What I could do... No, I can't. Let's see if Carpet Bombs works, if he actually gets near him to do it. No, it's not going to do it, is it? Great. Yeah, let's bring out Mini Satan again. Healing's important in this. Time heal. It's a big difference. Oh shit. This is usually his counter window. Dodge. There we go. Oh no, not this. Make sure you run as far away as possible. Right, see you, Bio. Right, there we go. We managed to survive that move. Oh, he's doing it again. I think that's actually his steal window, which you need to steal from him at the right time. I'm not going to do that because I'm not a fucking masochist, so yeah. Right, there we go. I think we're doing pretty well, to be honest. Once I stopped using Balsam Birth, everything started going well. I really feel bad for Balsam Birth giving him the fucking mage now. I really do. Because, my god, that mage has gotten me into so much trouble, it's unbelievable. Like, he's either died way too much, or... Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he does shoot shurikens and lightning, but... And he did end up getting me the freaking item I needed in the end, but it took a while. Oh shit, he used that at the same time? Yeah, concentration disappeared for like a second there. I should be able to do this though. There we go. Oh, he used it again? Wow. There we go. And you're gonna do it again, buddy? Oh, fuck. Ow? Yeah, don't get hit by that. You don't really want to get hit by that. You really don't. I'm going to use time heal and see if we can get back closer to this guy again. Oh, for God's sake, not this move. Oh, I ran right into that one, didn't I? Oh, he's going to do it again, of course! Oh, for God's sake. Right. What I'm going to do is wait for this to wear off, and then when it does... Right. I'm going to summon Red Stinger now. Red Stinger should be able to actually hit him. Oh, double dodge, which fucks me. Okay, I get it. I'm not allowed to use anyone else other than Mini Satan. Oh, for God's sake. Block, dodge. Yeah, it's all about that dodge rhythm. All about that dodge rhythm, because if you dodge too quickly, you fuck up. Like that. See? And now I'm going to use a potion, because at the end of the day, the guy can fuck me if I don't. I'm going to use several potions. There we go. I know this guy's a bitch to deal with. Doesn't take a mastermind to know that this guy's a bitch to deal with. He's healing drop. There we go. Drop all them heals. Oh, Yeah, you would do that, wouldn't you? And again. It's like, you know exactly that I was going to stay there, so you use that move just because you really want to annoy me. That's what it comes down to, really. It's like, how can we annoy him? How can we really annoy him? Let's just use this move over and over again. That's how we can annoy him. Right, nearly got him. He's not going to make my life... Oh, he's dead now. Yeah, death is dead. The greatest irony ever. Thank God. And a reward for that was a level up, which is nice. So yeah, all the bosses are dead except Dracula. But before we fight him, we're going to save the game in the final save point. And I'm also going to register a memorial ticket because I want to go back to Julia's shop and buy some potions. Because there's another 2 fights in a row to go. And it's a bit of a pain, so... Oops, I don't need to save it again. I already did. Right. Let's go back to Julia's shop, buy some potions because I'm going to need them. I used them in the last fight. But yeah, that actually went smoother than I thought. I expected to have a really hard time in those fights. Although Isaac did give me some trouble near the end, but that's mainly because, well, I thought Balsam Birth's shield would protect me. Apparently, shields made from Balsam Birth don't protect people, so yeah, you get your ass handed to you when you rely on Balsam Birth, unfortunately. Right. That's just in case, I guess, if I need to go back. There we go. Now, time to fight the final boss. I gotta love all the backtracking in this game. Oh yeah, I need to go to use the memorial ticket. I'm gonna save again just in case. So I've gone from one tough fight to another one. Yeah, another another fight with 2 forms. This is gonna be fun. Actually, I should probably save the other save as well, because I have OCD. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think, like, I've had so many situations where my data's gone fucked on me when I haven't saved twice. So, yeah. Especially recently. Oh boy. But yes. Time to fight Dracula. The question is, what shall we use against him? It's a good question. I think Red Stinger might be handy against him. I'm going to use him first. But to be honest, and here's the thing, it's probably better to equip the Sacrifice Brooch on this fight because the Devil's abilities aren't going to be as useful, but... I guess I can think about it. Blowing this, all damage suffered will be borne, yeah. I shouldn't need it. Right, here we go, the final battle. Because I was jealous of your beard, that's why.
When you began slaughtering them indiscriminately, I had no choice but to disobey you. You side against me for the sake of humans. Humans are not worth the air they breathe. I was simply cleansing the world. It is not your place to judge the worth of humans. The powerful always judge the weak. The
Yes, we get it, you're evil.
I sentence them to extinction. Sympathy is merely a form of weakness. You betrayed me, Edgar, and for that, the punishment is death.
But we already killed him. We already killed Death, so you can't...
I will not flee as I did.
You can't give me him as a punishment. Right, here we go. Let's see if I can remember this fight. Oh, nope, I clearly don't. Red Stinger is useless, so I'm going to get rid of him. He's just going to get hit by that attack over and over again. Well done, you're useless. Run away from this. Oh, and you can steal tomato soup from him as well. Yeah, I need to just get to grips with this battle again. Right. Should be a bit more careful. Nope, dodge! I don't even know if I got hit or not there, to be honest. Yeah, dodge that. Right, imagine if Navan from Devil May Cry 3 was the final boss. That's basically what this is. There's a nice counter window there. Just remember not to double dodge. Otherwise you will be fucked. Oh, we didn't get to steal his suit. Not that it's a big deal. Oh, why did I dodge into that? This is why I hate the stealing. Because when you try and steal, if you are in the wrong direction, you'll fuck it up. Yeah, I'm trying to steal. Like, I really am, but... like, you really have to be right next to him and facing the right direction. Otherwise, you will fuck it up. Look at this. Like, I'm trying to steal here, and it's just... he's not aiming at him. Like, he just misses the steal. Every single time. Like, again! Oh, I think you have to jump to steal from him. Yes, you do. There we go. Top your tomato juice, buddy. I think that's supposed to be a joke about the fact that he likes blood, so he mistook it for tomato juice. God, you really have to get that dodge rhythm right in this game. You really do. There we go. Right. A lot of this fight is just biding your time and hitting him when he's open. And being careful of that move, obviously. Don't double dodge! And you did it again! Right. Right. Double dodged again, that's what happens when you double dodge? You basically have a longer recovery time. And that's what usually kills you in this game. Ugh, really? Every time I try and counter him, he does that. Oh, come on! Oh, really? Sorry about that. Oh, great. Oh. Right. Sorry about that. Coughing on stream is not good. Rest in peace, headphone users, that's all I can say. Yeah, I'm really having a hard time concentrating on this guy right now. Part of me just wants to redo this fight because I have really... Like, I've really not been able to concentrate at all in this fight. Like, I've done so horribly in this fight, I cannot even stress. And there's another fight coming and it's fucking annoying. Right, let's not fuck this up. Right, hit him this time. There we go. Yeah, this is definitely not one of my finest moments right here. Ugh, great. I really shouldn't be playing this bad, honestly. If only I could concentrate. Like, I'm concentrating, it's not that bad, but I really lost my concentration because I had to cough there. Oh, great, great! Grab attacks, the best thing ever. Yeah, this isn't going to be fun to fight the final bit. I've had to heal too many times. Right, let's tag in first. The amount of time you will use the dodge button in this game is ridiculous. You will dodge a lot in this game. A lot. If not to actually dodge the attacks, it's actually to move around. Doesn't matter how good your weapon is, can you? I've really done terrible in this fight. Yeah, I just really need to concentrate. That's what I need to do. And focus on him. That's the best time to hit him. When he uses that laser attack, you can really get some hits on him there. It's like, you know when you really get a bad start on a fight, and you just lose your momentum? That's exactly what happened in this fight. I still haven't got him down to half health yet, which is definitely discouraging, considering there's another fight coming out, like, right after this. There we go, there's his counter window. Better avoid that though. I mean, it's not the hardest fight. You just gotta concentrate against him. And I really wasn't concentrating at all. This is supposed to be like, you know, the warm-up for the actual final fight. Which, by the way, is a pain in the ass. There we go. Right, here we go. There we go. No, no, not that move. Oh, great. Yeah, it's basically this for the entire fight, pretty much. It's one of those fights where you just have to keep it up, you know what I mean? Like, you can learn his patterns very quickly, but it's going to take a while because right, what are you going to do, buddy? Whoa! Forgot about that attack. Ah, double dodge. That's never a good thing. There we go. Double dodged again. God, you really got to avoid using dodging too quickly in this game. You really have to get that dodging rhythm. You really do. It's one of the most important things in this game. So I know I'm repeating myself, but that's basically what this fight is all about, really. It's just the same stuff. God. It's gonna take a while, isn't it? It really is. There we go. Double dodged again. I always panic whenever I double dodge in this game. And rightfully so. Yeah, this is where it gets harder. Maybe it'd be bad to summon someone else, I don't know. But summoning him was useless. You know what? Fuck it. He's gonna die anyways, so I might as well use him for this bit, apply a bit of damage. You are an asshole. Doing that attack right when I'm just trying to summon him and trying to... Yeah, keep hitting me with freeze. That's the best thing you can do, to be perfectly honest. It is. It's an instant, and it deals more damage than my sword does. That's just so it doesn't die. Pretty much, that's why I unsummoned it. Just so it didn't die. Summon it again. If there's anything that Boss and Murph can do, it's damaging people. Now, sacrifice approach is going on, just simply because at least while Boss and Birth's alive. Well, at least he served his purpose. Took him long enough. Oh, crap. Well, he's dead now. I have to summon Mini Satan, and I have to unequip this. Equip this instead. Right, we get it. You want to teleport around. And you dodged twice, which, yeah. Again. Right. Yeah, his counter window isn't as easy in this bit now. Fortunately, the fairy is invincible. Otherwise this would be really hard if the fairy wasn't invincible. Oh shit. Oh, barely dodged that. Right. I'm panicking there because I was forgetting to dodge nearly. Right. There we go. Right, there we go. Oh, you frick. Heal me the full heal, please. Not time heal. Fuck me. Yeah, full heal, please. God. That was bad. Very bad. Things are not going well. Oh, really? Oh, great. We're gonna die again to this guy. It's really hard when you lose momentum in a game. And it's just like, you really have to keep that momentum going, and this boss especially, and yeah, I'm basically fucked. I'm down to I've lost my freaking... Oh, really? I've lost my... whatchamacallit? That's annoying. Right, just... You know what? Fuck this. I'm just gonna get BMG out and beat the fuck out of him, because this battle has gone on long enough. Is there something on my weapon or something? Has it got some kind of element to it that doesn't want to deal any damage? That might be one of the reasons why I'm having such a hard time. Actually, I think it is. To be perfectly honest, I think it is. Because this weapon... God, I have done so terribly. Oh boy. I'm really losing the plot. When you run out of fucking... When you lose your momentum, you really do fuck yourself. In all games, like, it doesn't matter what you're playing, like, you lose your momentum, it's over. Oh god, the grab attacks in this game are the worst. High potion. This is going to be impossible to do. Like, it really is going to be impossible to do this final boss fight. I'm going to have to refight this guy. I know I am. And that's going to waste time, so... Part of me wants to just retry already. Just like, come on, hit him so I don't have to waste my own time. So basically, what I've learned so far, the sword is a terrible weapon to use against him. Don't use it. Because it only deals 10 damage to it. That sword at least only deals 10 damage. Yep, this is a failure. This is such a failure, is this fight. It really is. I cannot stress how bad I have done in this fight. This is hands down the worst possible attempt I could have ever made at this fight. Period. I couldn't have played this any worse than I have right now. Right. Yep, but I'm going to lose the next fight. That was a horrendous attempt at killing him. That was probably... Next time I fight him, which I will, because this guy's going to kill me in the next form, I'm definitely going to do better than I did there. That was a colossal failure, that fight. In so many ways. I cannot stress how much of a failure that was. I really did a bad job that fight. Oh, I did. Yeah, this fight is just a pain in the ass as it is. Oh wow, 1 damage? Is that it? Is that all you can do with this weapon? Right. That's less. What have I been doing? Right. I'm dead anyways, so... There's really not much that I can do here. He's got fuck tons of health. It's just gonna take fucking all day to do this. I guess I can use these. Pump up my health a little bit. You see, that's the thing. That attack stays. It doesn't just disappear. Another annoying thing about this guy is he likes to move around a lot. And if you think I'm going to steal from this guy, you have another thing coming. Been there, done that. It's hell. It's not fun. It really isn't. I'm going to say he is a cool final form, but at the same time... Oh, I keep forgetting that this attack is a bitch to deal with. And I've forgotten how to deal with it, so yeah. This is going to be the end. Yeah, goodbye. Saw that coming. This time, I'm not going to do as terrible as I did last time. That fight against the first form was so bad. It really was. Like, I really have to redo that. That was the worst possible attempt I could have ever done on that last fight. And honestly, I'm ashamed at myself for fucking up on that last fight so much. First of all, though, I'm equipping this. Actually, no. I think one of the reasons why I had such a hard time in that fight is simply because... Actually, I'm going to summon Balsam Birth to start with. Is actually because I was using a shitty weapon. I was using this thing. When I should have used this sword. I need to keep track of what weapons I'm using. Right, so... yeah. Let's do this again. This time, I'm going to concentrate. Like, the first form isn't hard, you just have to concentrate. And I wasn't concentrating. I left myself open for too many hits. Mainly because I coughed. That was probably one of the reasons why. And I'm just like, oh shit. And then eventually he hit me with massive damage. And then I just lost my momentum. Right, let's go again. Round 2. Yeah, I'm doing more damage already. I really fucked myself with the damage that I did. Yeah, stealing sucks in this game. I think we get that. Oh, great. Yeah, I really... Did I actually get hit by that? But I didn't see it because of the camera. Yeah, I'll kill him a lot quicker this time. Still, there's tomato juice. No more tomato juice for you, buddy. Oh god, you just teleported them while I did it. Right. Do it again. There we go. Nice job, Balsam Birth, you just got yourself killed. Wow. I cannot stress how much better I'm doing now that I've got a weapon that isn't garbage. I really fucked myself by using that shitty weapon. Why was I using such an old weapon? I must be fucking dumb. I can't believe I was using a shit weapon this whole time. No wonder I was having such a hard time fighting him. It's like, the guy's easy. Just have to have a decent bloody weapon to fight him. And he's got long counter windows. You can't possibly lose. But no, I had to fuck up and use the wrong weapon. No wonder I fucking lost. You really have to be careful what you equip with in this game. I ran into that one. That was my own stupidity. I really should have known better than to run into that. Yeah, let's use BMG to just amplify the damage here a little. I really didn't want to heal that fight. Oh, great. Fucking hell. I was concentrating on my fucking innocent devil too much. That's why. Wanted to get him into magma mode. That's why I got fucked there. Maybe we should try and nerf this here, I don't know. Just annoy him a little. Well, as you can see, I did win this guy first time. It was obviously the death was on the last boss, but like it is because I fucked up on this fight that I lost the last fight. Ultimately, I just wasn't prepared for that fight at all things considered. But this fight is easy. It's just that I had the wrong weapon equipped the whole time. I'm like, no wonder I'm having a hard time. I just been equipped with a shitty weapon. You know, giant blob kills him in seconds. Now I feel like an absolute moron. I mean, I didn't actually ever lose to this boss fight, believe it or not. Or this one. What I'm going to do is use Red Stinger. That's the counter, that's, well, not the counter window, steel window. Oh god! Maybe I need to bring on this in already. Yeah, I'd like you to heal me immediately, please. Right. I need to find a good weapon for this. Have I really got the best weapon for the job? This deals more damage, so it might actually be more useful. Fuck me. Jeez. But this final boss fight music, it kind of reminds me of the final boss theme of Legend of Dragoon a little. And it's got that playful tone to it that you'd think would be in a Banjo-Kazooie game. You know what I mean? Ah, fuck. I shouldn't have used that finisher. Oh great! Oh great, the grab moves, the worst moves, those moves are always the worst. You can guarantee that you're going to get fucked when you get grabbed in this game. Oh wow, that's a really handy heal is that. That is a lifesaver. What do I do when I'm grabbed in this game? I don't know. I'm just pressing random shit. That's literally what I'm doing. I'm praying that it actually ungrabs me. It's literally what I do. To be honest, I'd appreciate if someone told me how to get rid of it so I didn't panic so much. Okay. Oh, I know. Oh, for God's sake, I don't know fast enough. I remember there was a way to do this. But I've forgotten. Look, I'm finishing the game off with an axe. Oh, now there's a fly buzzing around me. Perfect timing for a fly to buzz around me when I'm trying to fight the final boss of the game. I swear flies are my worst enemy in everything. They should be exterminated. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering, no, you can't steal him on the ground, you have to jump in the air. I know, that's how stupid it is. They had to make it impossible, of course. Of course they had to make it impossible to steal from him. I mean, this is Castlevania Curse of Darkness, what do you expect? Do you expect the stealing to be easy? Of course it's not. Of course it's going to be made as difficult as possible. I mean... Right. Flies buzzing around me again. Like, that's the steal frame. It's ridiculous. How are you supposed to steal from that? Like, I remember when I first fought this final boss, I got his health down low. And then I just tried to steal from him, and I just could not steal from him no matter what I did, and I just gave up in the end, and I just thought, fuck it, I'm just finishing the final boss. In a way, that's usually the best thing to do in this game. Just say fuck it, and you'll get the game finished faster, when you're not obsessed over the stupid little things. Right. I keep forgetting how you do this. I know there's a way to do this, and I just forget what it is. I forget how you avoid that. I know there's a way to do it. I know there is, but... Oh, great. The fucking blood's gonna kill me. Great. Oh, I hate how it stays there. The blood just stays there all the time. Right. Gotta get that DPS. That's what it's all about. Oh, the wrong time to use the carpet bomb! Oh, now he's gonna turn around. Hate it when he does that! When he turns around and you can't do anything about it and then he hits you from behind. It's like, cheap as hell. That is definitely the cheapest shit ever right there. Fortunately, this move is overpowered, so yeah, I can deal a lot of damage to him with this. Yeah, I should be able to do this as long as I can keep up the DPS. Then I can probably do it. And yeah, I know I say DPS a lot, that's mainly because, you know, I played WoW once. The moment I summon him, that happens, and he flies off. Great, thanks for that. Now this one's not as terrible. This, on the other hand, is. Right, I think you have to go around and then up and... Yeah, this is what you do! It's amazing when you finally figure out what you're supposed to do. It really is. Yeah, we should have this in the bag now. Yeah, that'll deal a lot of damage to him. Is it me or am I dealing more damage now for some reason? Yeah, hitting you with a giant blob. Yeah, BMG and Bathnix, you've served me well. You really have. And yeah, it's one of those parts of the fight where... Oh, great! That was fucking close. I still have my excess potion, so... That's the thing. If I need it, that is. Right. Yeah, I should really have this in the bag. It was just the first fight that I fought against Dracula, I just fucked up big time. If it weren't for that first fight, I probably would have done this in one go. If I didn't fuck up so much on the first fight. Yeah, just chilling. Just chilling while you do that. Yeah. He's dead now. And he died by being sat on. Great way to finish the final boss. Yeah. I mean, I am kind of impressed with myself that I managed to survive death first time, but at the same time, I'm kind of pissed off at myself for fucking up on Dracula. I really shouldn't have fucked that up, especially considering the fact that I used the wrong weapon doing it.
In the hearts of humans until they obliterate themselves.
But yeah, if I've learned anything in this stream, it's that Liquid Golem is pretty damn overpowered. But not as overpowered as Corpsey. Like, Liquid Golem gets really strong later on.
Rest in peace.
But yeah, I do think the Dracula fight's pretty good. I mean, both fights are. I mean, it's just that I really fucked up on them, really. I mean, the thing about it is the first Dracula fight is actually easier than Isaac and Death. But I had the wrong weapon equipped the whole time, which fucked me up. So basically, I was stupid.
This is the final forge. Heed my words, O great powers of darkness.
You can't get any edgier than this.
Let me infuse him with my life force and awaken him to the world of the living. Immaculate being, appear before me now.
But yeah. It was interesting playing it without Corpsey, that's one thing I will definitely say. It was a lot harder, but at the same time I'd say I did pretty well. Like, considering the fact that I managed to defeat Death and Isaac first time, I don't think I did too badly. Like, I died twice this entire stream. That's not bad, I would say. Like, I would definitely say though that Dullahan is definitely the hardest fight in the game. Like, he is a real pain in the ass, especially if you don't have the curse ring.
Julia, why did you come here?
Yeah. Basically, I fucked up. That's basically all it was. Like, and yeah, I'm beating myself up about it because really, like, I was not satisfied with that first fight against Dracula. Even though I was equipped with the wrong sword, I was playing awfully, like, really badly that fight. I just completely lost my concentration. But on the second time, you know, I still wasn't brilliant, but at least I had a better weapon, so yeah. In the end, yeah, I think that was resolved quite well. But yeah, that fight with Isaac though, that was brilliant. Yeah, say goodbye to the worst Castlevania ever. Not the game, the castle. That is the worst Castlevania ever, that castle. Like, out of all of the Castlevanias that have ever been built, that's the worst one. The best one is the one at the start of the game, which is the Abandoned Castle, which is actually the Castlevania from Castlevania 3, believe it or not. That's the Abandoned Castle. So this new castle is a different castle. And the Abandoned Castle is really good, I like that level. But this, the Dracula's castle level was just really crap. Like, it really was. But the boss fights made up for it. I will definitely say that much. The boss fights definitely made up for it. Yeah, that's one thing I like about this game as well. It's not just all in Castlevania. You get to travel around the world and see different sites. And yeah, Bloodlines, yeah, I haven't played that because I don't own the Genesis, but I have considered maybe trying a Genesis game out one day, but I don't know. I have issues with Sega, that's all I'm going to say. But maybe one day I'll play it, give it a chance, I don't know. And Saint Germain's off back to the Shadow Hearts universe. Like, it's amazing how this guy hasn't returned in another Castlevania game. Because he was a pretty interesting guy, was Saint Germain. I mean, believe it or not, despite its flaws, which I said and was complaining about when I was in Dracula's Castle, this is my favourite Castlevania game. So, I don't hate this game at all. But the flaws did stick out there. I mean, I like Symphony of the Night as well, but the reason why I like this game slightly more than Castlevania Symphony of the Night is just simply because it fits my tastes, you know what I mean? The delivery of that line was absolutely perfect. It was. Gotta give it to Crispin Freeman for that one. And at least this game doesn't end with something completely cheesy. It ends with, I don't know, opera music. But yeah. I had fun doing this, don't get me wrong, I really did have fun doing this stream. It was a lot of fun playing through this game again. But yeah, I'm glad that I didn't stress out over getting the claim Solorin, or whatever it's called, the lance that Isaac uses, because that lance is a pain in the ass to get. And yeah, let's put it this way, you can farm for ages in this game. There's a lot of, like, if you're the sort of person who likes to farm experience points and farm equipment and stuff, then this game is definitely, it's worth playing for that in itself. I mean, that's a whole other part of the game. If you want to get everything in this game, it's going to take you a lot of time. It's a huge time investment, and it is satisfying to do it, but just not in a stream, you know what I mean? Because it just wastes everybody's time, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah, like, I really didn't want to waste anyone's time grinding all that and getting the ultimate, I nearly said Legion, but the ultimate innocent devil. But yeah, this is basically, I consider this to be an improved version of Chaos Legion. That's why I consider this. This is Chaos Legion 2. The only problem is, if any, is the fact that the levels, it's so easy to get lost in the levels. And yeah, obviously, like I said in my review, the stealing is bullshit. It really is. But other than that, and yeah, there are a few other minor issues. There's a few bouncing issues, but I don't think they harm the game. If anything harms the game, it's the fact that the levels look too samey a lot of the time. Well, the last level at least. The other levels I can put up with, because at least they had some variety, and like, they weren't, like, they didn't feel lazily put together. and they didn't overstay their welcome. They were, for the most part, like, there was only like 2. I love how William O'Brien doesn't even get a mention. But yeah, I love how there's only like, yeah, there's only 2 dungeons in the game where I was kind of like, okay, this is kind of repetitive, and that's the second part of Maltavia, like, fountain place, that area, and Dracula's castle. Every other area was, for the most part, fine. Even though I did get lost a few times, but... And even then, I don't think that Maltavia Aqueducts is that bad, because it doesn't take too long. And it's not the aqueducts, it's the fountain bit. That's what goes down the OST, the section where that bit of the OST plays, the fountain OST. But that place was way better than the castle itself. Like, that place wasn't too bad. I could put up with that. But I do like the first area. The first area in this game is great. Second area in this game, I like it as well. I like how it introduces you to the cannon where you can shoot things, and that's cool. And then you get the third level. I like the music in the third level. I like the music in all 3 of them, of the first levels. But the third level is pretty nice. It has a nice bit of variety in areas. Way more variety than the freaking Dracula's castle. My god. I mean, the aqueducts, I didn't mind the aqueducts. The fountain, the bit where the Maltavia fountain music plays, yeah, that kind of gets a bit samey, but it doesn't overstay its welcome. And I liked Cordova Town. The Forest of Judgment was alright. I enjoyed that for what it was. At least it had a cave in the second part. And you also had the, as I say, Cordova Town. I like Cordova Town a lot. That's a great area. And I liked the Machine Tower. I liked the ruins. And the Infinite Corridor, I actually like that place because you can grind like I was about to say crazy, and then crazy mode just got unlocked because you can grind a lot in it and shit. So yeah, I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed pretty much every level in the game except Dracula's castle. But the boss fights in Dracula's castle were excellent. So yeah, I enjoyed this game a lot. So I do recommend it to people. I do. It's definitely a recommendation from me, but ultimately it depends on what you're into. Like I say, play Symphony of the Night, yes, but if you're really into beat-em-ups like I am, then this is definitely a game worth playing. But yeah, that's the end of the stream. I guess I could save, just in case I want to play it again. You never know. But yeah, it's the end of the stream, guys, so I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. See ya.